Well, I guess the droppings are hitting the radiation unit over on the Tulip. That Percy kid just sent me a flaming transmission demanding I let Montana fire Luke. She's got a lot of smoke, that kid. You don't believe me? Take a look.
Hello, Rudolfo. I hope I'm not interrupting a meal. Before you call me little girl, I would like to remind you that I'm the official ship's engineer on the Tulip, and I have been for some time. I'm reminding you of this because it's very important that you take what I'm about to say seriously. I'm launching a complaint. A complaint against Lucretia Scott, the so-called security officer you stuck us with. Not only is she not providing us with security, but she has put our lives and your ship in jeopardy many times. I don't care what you do with her. I suggest you launch an investigation into her before you stick her with another crew. But I want her off this ship. We've worked really hard for you, Rudolfo, and we deserve to not have to live in fear of a member of our own crew. Thank you, sir. End transmission.
Isn't that cute? Okay, I did assign Luke to the Tulip because the Orchard asked me to. They gave me a really sweet deal. She's on the Tulip to stay, and Montana's going to have to learn to live with that. He and Luke will share their own sides of the story, pick through history, and find a way to kiss and make up. Sounds like a lover's quarrel, doesn't it?
What do they want, Luke? What do they want, Luke? Tell me the truth. So you are a part of this? I don't care what Rudolfo says anymore. I want you out. I want you out.
Help me explain why I lied to him.
Your own father won't help you. You're all alone, Luke. He was using you, just like you used me, and you used Percy.
I don't know what they'll do to you and Percy.
I want you off my goddamn ship!
But there's no shuttle for me.
I want you off my ship, Luke!
But there's something else I have to tell you.
Get out! Get out!
I'll tell you the truth, I'll tell you everything.
All I ever asked from you was the truth, Luke!
I'll tell you the truth, I'll tell you everything.
Bah!
Come back! Come back! Come back!
Tell me the truth, Luke. Please. Please.
I have no hidden agenda. I needed a job. Simple as that.
Keep your little secret.
Your precious Uncle Dante screwed up almost half his missions before I joined the team. And when he doesn't deliver the fugitives, no one gets paid.
The truth. Please.
Rodolfo never really hired me to take care of your security problems.
Wait a minute. Rodolfo? He's in on this with you?
No. Essentially, he's been bought off. He doesn't know why I've been put on the Tulip, but he put me here under Darius's request. The Orchard's request.
And the Orchard set Rodolfo up with contracts. Phony bounty hunting errands.
A couple of times, yeah. You promised me that the others on the Tulip would never be implicated in Orchard business.
And they won't, if you do your job right, as you always do.
How do you propose I explain this interception?
You needn't concern yourself. We'll provide a cover for it transferring Ganymede orbit.
Wow. This is some conspiracy. All this going on right underneath my nose. You must think I'm pretty goddamn stupid, look.
Dante, if I would have known that it would have ended like this, I would have stopped it a long time ago.
Lucretia, trust me. You're on the side of the angels in this one.
What interest could the Orchard have in Percy and me?
They don't care about the crew.
Yeah, I figured that out.
They wanted me to be able to travel undercover, to gather evidence.
To spy?
Not on you, never on you.
No, we welcomed you into our family. And then you lied to us. You used me, you used Percy.
It was never about you and Percy, it was about Darius. I trusted him and he deceived me like
you deceived me.
I don't ask about your personal life because that's not my business. But if any of your mysterious secret friends have anything to do with anything about this ship or its work, that is my business, and I want that information.
How did you get yourself into this mess?
he was my father. Why wouldn't I trust him?
I'm breaking protocol being here.
I just wanted to see you, that's all. I was hoping to do it outside of all this.
Outside all this. I am all this, Lucretia.
Just worry about you, that's all. Being all alone.
It's irrelevant worrying about me.
Fathers are not infallible. I should know that. Your father seems like he's all about control.
He asks me for the impossible. And like always, I say, yes, I'll do it. Like the dutiful but stupid daughter. Never thinking about what it really means to me. Or what price will be paid. It was my father who asked me to work undercover as a bounty hunter.
You were placed with a bounty hunter because of the nature of his work. We believe that the alien intelligence twice prompted human evolution. We also believe that they left clues as to the true intent of the divinity cluster. You are among a select few gatherers who, because of your travels, must seek and find that evidence.
I'm supposed to be a gatherer, find evidence of what? I haven't more than a clue.
Of all the civilized worlds, you end up here, now.
I'm here by sheer blind luck.
Destiny, Lucretia. Destiny.
But your real mission is to locate this divinity thing.
I'm to search for evidence of the divinity cluster. 4 newly discovered genes that have lain dormant in humans until now.
4 new genes were detected. Unique, unlike human genes at all. Now, we believe that the 4 genes were implanted into our species.
An alien intelligence?
Some non-human species introduced an alien genetic imprint into our own.
When these genes are stimulated, they give people phenomenal abilities.
Did you see that? Remember how you were loved.
He puts his hands on you, and it's like he can see right into you.
Knowledge and love before salvation.
What did you do to me?
Nobody knows the true purpose of these genes, and that's what the Orchard's trying to find out.
This is what Eccleston was raving about.
Eccleston, our most brilliant geneticist, discovered the alien gene cluster. He claimed he knew the true purpose of the alien genes.
Hello, humanity. There is a tale to tell. A story that is in each and every one of us. That story is the Divinity Cluster.
Shut him down.
It was easy for the Orchard to dismiss his broadcast, but it's getting hard for them to hide the reality of the cluster.
When Ryan was born, he was diagnosed with an extremely rare form of congenital brain disorder. I thought I had found the key.
67, normal. Respiration 19, regular.
I was sure it would reverse his condition.
Normal. Monitoring cardia of unknown origin.
That's when I saw her. My dead wife. Realized later that he accessed my memory and created the illusion of Tracy.
Know the power of your true path. Feel the faith that flows through me.
An unidentified craft approaching.
They're here.
Car, scan that shuttle.
One occupant.
They're sending someone alone as a gesture of faith. It'll be the agent sent to debrief us.
Are you sure about that?
They won't take offensive action until they know exactly what you know.
Well, they better not hold their breath.
Such a dramatic welcome, Lucretia. Permission to come on board, Captain?
So this is Darius?
Yes. This is my father. Caravaggio, scan for weapons.
Lucretia, I know you distrust the Orchard and me of late, but this is a bit theatrical, don't you think?
You were going to have us all killed.
I am your father, not your assassin. What you need to do is to get yourself and the prisoner in a shuttle.
All those systems are down.
EVA suits, then. Get away from the tulip. We'll find your emergency beacons and pick you up.
Okay, I'll go tell the others.
Negative! You and the prisoner alone. We can't risk any more than that.
I'm no fool, Father. The minute I leave this ship, you'll destroy it. And for all I know, you'll destroy it with me on it.
I don't see that you're leaving me much choice.
What are you doing here?
I've come to apologize, Luke. I realize the untenable position I put you in, and I've come to solicit your and Captain Montana's help. Let me explain. From the time we learned of Eccleston's discovery, Paquette and I were at odds over how to manage the cluster. I failed to anticipate how far she would go. The situation is completely under control.
No. The situation is far from under control. Eccleston clearly has allies. I appeal to the Orchard to use whatever means at our disposal to eradicate him.
No. Eccleston holds the key to our work. He must be captured alive and convinced that our way is the best way to save humanity. The Orchard will have to choose whether it's time to reveal everything or continue the suppression.
The Orchard has already decided. Eccleston is not to be taken alive.
Maquette wanted Eccleston killed to protect humanity from what he discovered. In fact, she and her faction are determined to wrest complete control of the cluster.
Eccleston is not to be taken alive.
Secured.
Situation responded.
The cluster's potential for evil is great. If the wrong people get control of it.
Locate Brother 13 of the Church of Omega.
Feel the faith
Prisoner during the Callisto Civil War.
flow through me.
Brother 13 might have been influenced by the Divinity Cluster.
Feel the power of Ahuti. He's an outsider, an enemy. Kill him.
Now think about what you're doing, because I will shoot you.
Kill him!
Experimented on human beings.
You have to know the cluster won't give up its secret for free. I was so close.
You sacrificed thousands.
I was able to isolate 2 genes, telepathy and consciousness. Was that the true number?
Same old story. Take something designed for good and use it for evil. They stole my son. Said he had died. I knew they were lying.
Who are they? Who stole your son?
The Orchard.
Hey! My subjects, so far, die within 48 hours of the injection.
What? You might want to get me an antidote.
Antidote to what?
They injected me some kind of fatal drug prototype they were testing.
Stop pacing.
I never thought that seeing him again would affect me like this.
Once you're in love, you never really stop loving that person.
I'm not in love with him.
Destiny has delivered me to you, Lucretia. Must mean something. I won't be part of their little experiment. I won't let them win. So please let me go. This is the last thing I'll ever ask. And it has to be you.
Father, if you have anything to do with it, I will never forgive you for what you've done to Eric.
I assure you I had nothing to do with Eric's death. What kind of father would I be if I had done something so terrible to then come and ask for my daughter's help? Even I am not so cold-blooded.
How do you feel?
Feel funny.
Are you all right? We didn't get to talk much last time, and so I was wondering if maybe we could do dinner.
I know I've been cold. Maybe it's my curse. The good Lord knows your mother tried to change me. Good luck on your mission, Lucretia.
So, no dinner.
Harmon, is this about the cluster?
Well. Get me Darius.
Who's Darius?
I can get you Darius.
You work for him?
I know him very well.
Oh, the plot thickens.
You were instructed to bring Harmon to this vessel, and we will take him to Darius at once.
I can't trust anyone except Darius.
You can trust me.
Why?
I'm Darius's daughter. Any deviation, and I do mean any deviation, and they will be held to pay. I can guarantee you that.
Nicely done. No nonsense. Just like your father.
The cluster stimulates certain telepathic powers. But the most exciting and far-reaching power of the Divinity Cluster is the ability to travel through other dimensions.
Are you all right?
Father, we've had a direct encounter with the alien presence.
And Arquette? Where is she?
Arquette is gone.
Like Eccleston and all the others who have ever come in contact with the Divinity Cluster.
You've interpreted these events as deaths. But in most cases, we believe that they have actually disappeared into a different dimension. It is a dangerous undertaking. I want it clear that you are aware of this.
Why would I join your cause?
Because it is not my cause. It is yours and everyone else's cause. It is the future of mankind that is at stake here. The cause couldn't be higher. We need to learn more and quickly. There are forces that are getting stronger every day, whose goal is to destroy any real knowledge of the cluster ever being shared with humanity.
It seems some of us have mixed loyalties.
My loyalties are completely unquestioned.
Your judgment is the issue here. Your ability to assess a critical situation and act decisively.
I asked for Darius.
Yes, well, he is extraordinarily busy at the moment, as I'm sure you can imagine. But I have the authority to act as his direct emissary.
We have to go. I can't tell you how long I've dreamed of this. I'm gonna undo what they did to you.
What they did?
I'm your father.
Father?
From what I've seen, there's a lot to be nervous about this cluster.
Of me.
Feel the faith flow through me.
Oh, praise be! The clouds have parted.
Think about the potential. Humans have been constrained by our minds and our bodies to 3 dimensions, to mortality, to one lifetime.
And this divinity cluster is going to change all that? We'll be walking on water, living forever?
Bullshit is dreaming if they think they can control it.
My father believes that it could change things for the better.
Darius has that much right. It will change. Forever. It's the end of everything as we know it. I am the destroyer of worlds.
This incident suggests a catastrophic intersection of multidimensional space and time. The subject might have crossed the intersection by accident.
Everything stopped. I found Harvey on the floor. Part of him was missing.
What?
Darling. Knowing what we do and being able to control it are very different things.
If he learns to control it, they'll never let him be.
If you could move back and forth in time, Captain Montana, that would mean immortality. Power, with implications you have only imagined before.
How much do you know about the Divinity Cluster?
I understand its significance.
Well, at least you got that bit right.
What do you mean?
Let's just say that whoever you hold near and dear, hold them very near.
He is with you. I am with you.
Each time it gets stronger. One day I won't want to make it stop. You see, I'm talking to you again. You're dead.
Not until I know what's going on.
Stay put.
Didn't kill him. He'll be all right.
We are in time. There is no beginning, no end, no continuum. Past, present, and the future coexist in all dimensions. You, who see few dimensions, are blind. We see all dimensions. We travel among them. We bring you this gift that you might escape the bounds of time and space. You will be as we were. All will be known to you. You will be as gods.
Sounds like a dream.
No, my darling. I promise you it is as real as you are, Lucretia.
Hey, come here. Look at this. Remember that trail I told you about?
Yeah?
Well, if it was a shadow, it would have disappeared after we left orbit, but it's still following us.
Meaning?
I don't think it's a shadow. It has to be a ship. Scan for ID.
No ID. This software is useless cybercrap. Look, no other sensor is picking it up. This entire ship is a marvel of inferior technology. I simply cannot work under these conditions.
Save it for someone who cares, Carr.
And now this shadow ship that Percy found following us. That was the alien race, and they implanted the divinity cluster in our genes?
Not our genes exactly, but our ancestors, millions of years ago.
Carr, I think we have another systems failure here because the telemetry is dating this ship at 3 million years old.
Stranger yet, we can't even identify the metallurgical alloys.
Caravaggio, run the diagnostics again.
I've exhausted all possibilities. It's a software problem.
No, it's not.
Luke, what's happening?
You're supposed not to contact us.
Something's following us.
We saw you launch a probe, but we didn't see anything else.
Telemetry from the probe indicates we're being followed by a ship with metallurgic alloys dating back 3 million years.
Same age as the artifacts found on Earth.
What is the ship doing?
Nothing following us.
Keep me informed.
Did you ever hear about the archaeological dig on Earth, the Evening Star? The one in the sector that used to be called Africa. Your father headed up that operation. As a matter of fact, it was the first time we met.
Yeah, my father spoke about it briefly once when he first introduced me to all this cluster business. Supposedly, there was some evidence of some alien presence.
There was barely anything. And one day, one of the researchers found this thing, a disc, no bigger than this, charred, bizarre symbols etched all around it. You could barely read them. Even if you could, it wasn't any sort of writing you'd ever get on Earth. I had to know what it meant, what the secrets it held, but nothing. Then one night, it just popped open. Something inside. Liquid. It was singing to me. I dipped my finger into it, and I felt it surge inside. And then, in a blink, I knew. I knew everything. And all I could think was to run away.
From who?
From the ones who put the divinity cluster in our DNA. It's in me. It's in you. It's in all of us.
Now, Captain, it might interest you to know that there are other implications of the divinity cluster that hit much closer to home for you.
The Raiders are after? The Raiders stole my son, Travis. He was just a baby.
So, I assume you were not always a bounty hunter?
Nope. I was an agricultural engineer on Titan. Corn farmer. My wife, my son, me. My kid used to love it when I chased him through the cornfields. You know, that was a lifetime ago. So, you see, I understand what it feels like to fail to protect a loved one. Depending on where along the curve Travis has lived, these are his likeliest stages.
I know. Don't you remember all the bogus IDs you got last time you broadcast his picture?
What am I supposed to do, Purse? Give up?
I'm dying again, Dante. The transfer is incomplete.
I did everything you told me to do, Patty.
It's not your fault. Find our son so that I can see him for one last time. Please, promise me.
I promise. Look at him. Look at him. This could be my son.
Excuse me, Dandy. I've just got the results from the DNA test. I'm sorry, but he's not your son.
If you help us, Captain, I will put the Orchard's entire dossier on the Raiders at your disposal. I trust that will give you your best chance of finding Travis.
You were stolen by the Raiders?
Adopted.
How old were you when it happened?
Old enough to remember everything, thank you very much, before and after. But you're not really interested in my childhood, are you, Captain? You made it perfectly clear when you picked me up you hate everything to do with the Raiders.
They took my son.
Adoption is an honor.
Stealing children is evil, and the Raiders are cowards. Disease! What did that Raider scumbag talk about?
Saved your life, man.
You're not gonna have time to save your own life if you don't start talking.
They're genetically enhanced seeds. Experimental. Totally revolutionary.
I guess I owe you some kind of explanation.
Ike, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. I don't want your seeds. I want my son back. I want to use your seeds to get my son from the Raiders.
Stop! No more.
No more? No more of what, you son of a bitch? So it was you, huh? You were the one who killed my wife and stole my son.
Go ahead and finish me off. I'm not afraid to die.
Captain of the Transutopia, there is only one issue. The boy.
10 years ago, you bastards stole my son. You give me information on my son and how to find him, and I'll give you the boy you want.
There are many of us. If we liberated your son, how are we to find him?
You have your ways, your network. Start looking. or I'll fire on you with everything I have and take my chances.
You can't be serious.
I would never turn a child over to the Raiders. Not him, not any child. But I'm not gonna get many chances like this, so I'm playing poker. And this is the best hand I've ever had, Luke.
Okay.
The exact time and location of your son's liberation.
Titan, 10 years ago, November 3rd, 2264.
Did Penny ever experiment in you, Captain Montana?
How do you know about Penny?
Your wife's research.
No.
Travis, where's our son?
I swear he's okay. Everything's gonna be fine now.
What are you talking about?
Had your wife lived, she may have been the one to find the cluster. Penny was doing groundbreaking work, still invaluable to us today.
I don't believe you. She would have told me if she was working on the Divinity Cluster.
It wasn't known as that then. It didn't even have a name. But incredible as she was, Eccleston took her findings further.
But he needed that.
Yes, effective implementation of the cluster stimulant can't be achieved without the injection device Eccleston designed.
Come on. Come on.
Unfortunately, the prototype design for the device was lost, and only Eccleston knew precisely how the technology functioned.
You lost his work? How much control does the Orchard have over the Divinity Cluster?
Look how little it could do to stop Eccleston's death.
But Eccleston didn't actually die. I believe he moved to a different dimension. In fact, he may be traveling back and forth all the time. That's where you come in. Paquette's people are looking for Eccleston. He is the key. You must find him first.
You do understand what needs to be done. His hollow pitch has been posted at every spaceport. He can't get off the moon. Here. Tracking device. Adjusted to Eccleston's specific genetic blood type. The man's an academic. He couldn't hurt a fly. Easy money.
So you see, whoever wins the race to control the cluster will control the universe. If you agree to work with us, with Luke, you can carry on your wife's legacy. And who knows, maybe even surpass her. I feel we become strangers.
Are you really going to help Dante find his son?
Of course I am. Why wouldn't I?
If you don't, you will never see me again. Bye.
Bye.
You know, if I could believe anything your father said, I imagine he really could help me find my son.
I need you to see this.
How do you feel?
I feel power surging.
Good. Recalibrating the second wave of neuro-nanoprobes. You do want me to help him, don't you? Of course you do. His sensations will re-emerge in reverse order. And by the way, your tumor is gone. I'd appreciate you charting a course to where it all began.
Now you know everything.
You held that back from your father?
After everything he's done, I know I can never fully trust him ever again.
You saying you are giving up the orchard and your father?
Maybe. I've learned enough about the cluster so that I don't need any further instructions from Darius. I'll play along with them and get as much information I can about the raiders.
And you want to keep taking assignments from Rudolfo and maintain your cover, then what?
Trust no one. We're on our own.
The tracer program is online and locked, sir.
They lead us to the child. Thank you.
Corveggio, how?
Source of destruction unknown.
They murdered him. Cold-blooded murder.
Next on Starhunter. Who the hell are you? What are you doing on my ship?
I'll be with you in a minute, Admiral.
What happened to my AI?
I asked you what you're doing on my ship, pal.
Harry, I'm going to have to get back to you, so let's just come up.
I've sold the Tulip to Supermax Corrections, Inc.
I'm gonna have to take his life.
You know, this is great. We're all bonded together on a human level, so we can work towards our corporate goals. Remember how we used to be?
What, before you became the 3-second wonder?
A girl can get lonely a million miles away from home.
Come on, put some clothes on for crying out loud. What's the matter with you?
You idiot!
Sweetheart, you said I should kill him.
You didn't think I meant it, did you?